know what they're going to say.
Yeah.
I also know, like, I've never told you this.
Oh, no.
I know, like, how to react when he tells me a certain, like, or he gives me a certain mood. Like, if he comes in stressed, like, I now know how to act. I'll give you.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I
No,
do.
you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You make it. You stress
I'll
me
give
more.
you a good one. I know that when we're on a trip with our kids, that if I don't have things organized the second we get in the room, that he's gonna start with his stewing. So what I've started to do, you don't even know this, is the second we arrive, I start to organize everything.
Nice.
Just
Well,
like in
because-
piles. The vitamins are here, the frother's here, your weird, creepy smoothie situations here. Like, and
You're
that
traveling
helps.
with a frother.
Yeah.
Okay. It's amazing.
No,
That's like that meme of like, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs. Just you packing a frother.
I got a hack. I Amazon most of the stuff because so for what we're traveling around with all the kids, and I'm like, we gotta get diapers and all the I'm
Sure.
like, we gotta. It's like a traveling circus with all this
You
stuff.
have a hack that's Amazon?
No. Yeah.
Wow, that is
This is a hack for the parents out there.
Okay.
Most places, especially domestically, you can get things like day of or day after. So I
Okay.
just know where I'm going and I have everything shipped to the hotel instead of carrying everything.
That's
smart.
That's Amazon.
But to the point, I travel with a little Ninja blender. I have it shipped there. So I get there. So I get my protein powder and all my stuff.
How do you
You know?
do that when you have to go on set and you have 2 kids and a wife? Do they come with you? Do they stay? What do you do?
Like if I'm traveling for work?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, the dream is to get a long-term job in LA, but it's nearly impossible. Like I was working on a show for Disney Plus for 9 months over COVID in
Wow.
Vancouver.
Were you in a bubble?
Yeah,
Like
well,
a bubble town?
kind of. I mean, Vancouver, it had such low cases. And so basically, I remember it was just my older son, Max. So end of August 2020, we get there. It's 2 weeks of isolation. So we get a house in North Vancouver, and it was my wife, her cousin, Sam, my son, and me. And it was incredible. It was like beautiful. And we just like stayed in the house. We had a backyard and we just ordered in food. And then it was 9 months of work and testing 3 times a week, masks. But they were with me, and it was kind of wonderful. Like we had this amazing experience together. But it's funny because we got home April 2021, and then I got another job in Toronto in June, and I had to go isolate again for 2 weeks. But now I'm alone because it was only like a 3-week gig. She's like, "You're doing this one yourself." So this time it's 2 weeks, just me in an apartment, much less romantic. I was averaging in that apartment, and I had a small deck, 30,000 steps a day. I was losing my mind.
Just pacing around?
I would pace and take phone calls and watch TikToks and like I would just pace and listen to podcasts.
Let me tell you about Fairy Berry Cheesecake. Okay. All right. So I have a friend named Ellen, and she makes the best cheesecake. And we put it on the blog. It's on the Skinny Confidential. And we made this cheesecake with Philadelphia cream cheese. It makes the cheesecake so creamy and delicious. You have to go look at this recipe. It has like raspberries on top. My kids absolutely loved it. It's the prettiest glaze on top. And basically what she did is she made a topping out of like red jelly and raspberries and put it on top of the cheesecake that is so creamy with a graham cracker crumble on it. I'm telling you, it's the best. And of course, the cream cheese makes all the difference. So Philadelphia cream cheese, you got to use that brand for Fairy Berry Cheesecake. If there's anyone that knows creamy, it's Philadelphia cream cheese. It's extremely versatile and can be used to enhance any meal, snack, or anything in between. Philadelphia makes everything creamier. There's a million ways to use Philadelphia cream cheese. I went on TikTok and looked at it. You can enhance your guacamole, make a pasta sauce, buffalo chicken dip. I have a pumpkin roll on my blog too that I make during the holidays. It's my mom's recipe. It's really special to me. But if you're in a pinch and you need a good dessert, go check out Ellen's Fairy Berry Cheesecake on the Skinny Confidential, made with Philadelphia cream cheese. Philadelphia makes everything creamier. Visit creamcheese.com for recipe inspiration and so you can start adding Philadelphia to your recipes at home.
This episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your own time. Are you someone that's been thinking about building your own online brand, your own store, your own merch platform, courses, whatever it may be, something to create a business or a company online, but you've been procrastinating because you don't know where to start? You don't know who to hire? We have the answer for you, and that is Squarespace. Lauren and I are such big proponents of owning your own content, your own brand, your own business online, and it's so hard to do so. We give so much of our IP up to these third-party platforms that we don't control. This is why we love a platform like Squarespace that gives you all the control and power. Whether you want to build an online store, create a blog, a newsletter, they have so many different capabilities. You can also build courses and subscription content, anything you want to monetize online, all cost effectively and all on the Squarespace platform. Long gone are the days where you have to go find 18 different developers and designers and people with exorbitant costs to build your own website or brand online. Squarespace makes it easy and affordable. And like I said, you can do it all in one place right now. So if you've been thinking about building that business online, but you've been procrastinating and haven't gotten started because you don't know where to start, Squarespace is the solution for you. So check out squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to www.squarespace.com/skinny to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Again, that's squarespace.com/skinny.
You know what, though? If this is a hot tip for all wives, if you want to remind your husband like how great you are and how lucky they are to be in your presence, a little absence is a great way to do it. Like what I do is I'll go away for 4 days and I'll be like,
won't.
Yeah, I will.
Wow.
I did it.
How does
I
that
did it
work?
for a bachelor party. You freaked out. I
Lauren,
go away.
you did that once, like
I've
8
done
or 9
it a
years
couple
ago.
times. Sometimes I'll leave the house and go to the foot spa for like 8 hours and leave you at home. I think a little absence, like that's
I'm like,
kind
God
of the,
damn, this video
it's
game's
a nice,
awesome. I haven't had a chance to play it. Like, man, I'm like, whatever happened to
That's
Lauren?
amazing.
Yeah.
You go to the foot spa for 9 hours?
No, I go to the foot spa
You
for
getting kneecaps rubbed? What's going
4.
on
I
there?
get everything rubbed.
Good.
4 hours, one person on each foot, and I get to work for 4 hours. It's
Oh, and you're on the laptop.
just on my laptop or my phone or just working.
So when do drugs and alcohol
It's
enter your
great.
life? When all this,
Solid.
like when, because at what point in your career do you start to kind of experiment with drugs and alcohol? Because we were talking about you've been in recovery. That's a topic that comes up on this show all the time, and we've talked about it a lot. But when does that start to happen during your career?
Funny enough, right after I lost like all the weight, I kind of
Oh, you were
just.
feeling too good.
I think I had a new body, but the same mind, and so it needed something to calm it and numb it out. And
And
then,
what was the choice?
well, I'm 17 and I'm supremely stupid. As I said recently on our podcast, Good Guys to Miss Pat, I said, I was on everything but skates. So you name it, I was having fun, and
That's funny.
it just quickly became. It went from being like sort of 18 and just dumb, and if I was in college, you would just equate it to like just what people do and they're knuckleheads at that age, to being a problem. And I was lucky enough to get sober at 21, and knock wood, I've been able to stay sober ever since.
How did you
Congrats.
know it was a problem? Like when does it cross the line from where it's fun college to a problem?
I think what helped was that I had years of evidence when I was heavy. And as I said, I knew, I was like, Josh, you overdo it. Like that was the thing, like in all things. And
Know what they're going to say.
Yeah.
I also know like, I've never told you this.
Oh,
I
no.
know like how to react when he tells me a certain or he gives me a certain mood. Like if he comes in stressed, like I now know how to act. I'll give
No,
you.
you don't.
Yeah, I
no,
do.
you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You make it. You stress
I'll
me
give
more.
you a good one.
Mm.
I know that when we're on a trip with our kids, that if I don't have things organized the second we get in the room, that he's gonna start with his stewing. So what I've started to do, you don't even know this, is the second we arrive, I start to organize everything.
Nice.
Just
Well,
like in
because-
piles. The vitamins are here, the frother's here, your weird, creepy smoothie situation's here. Like, and
You're
that
traveling
helps.
with a frother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at the frother.